Namaskar. Continuing with our topic Foundation of New Humanistic Education, its philosophy, principle, and practice. So, today we will see chapter 1, and the topic is Why are we teaching? Every school has its purpose for existing, its aims and goals. These comprise its philosophy. The philosophy is the answer to question of why. Why educate? Why teach? Why learn? Philosophy is the foremost element, the main pillar of new humanistic education. Philosophy supplies the aim of education and the desired outcomes. Philosophy describes the principles and values that the teachers imbibe and work with. In this chapter, we will explore the philosophical principles of new humanistic education and the objectives that follow from them. Education and new humanism. You know, it is the inherent want of all living beings to expand in the physical arena, and for this purpose, rather because of this element, this want is nothing but a sort of element. They exploit others, they forget the interest of other living beings. Just now, I said that it is the inherent want of all living beings, both human beings and animals, to expand in the physical arena. In the case of human beings, there is another want, another inborn instinct, and that is simply to expand in the psychic arena also. So, unlike other animals, human beings have got the scope to divert their physical longings into spiritual aspirations. Other animals have not got this, but because of this psychic want, they exploit others in the psychic level as well as the physical level, and this exploitation in the psychic level is more dangerous than in the physical one. So that there may not be any intellectual extravaganza or any physical subjugation. Human beings require proper training, both physically and mentally, and this is what is called education. Properly training the physical existence and also the psychic world. Because of the want of such a training in proper time, there remains no coordination, no adjustment between inner being and outer being. Sometimes people are very sincere in the vocal field, but they remains not an iota of sincerity in the inner world, in the internal world, and this is what happens in the modern world. The existence of both individual and collective existence has become one-sided. That is, it has lost its balance. For this, what we require most is a proper system of education, so that there may not be any intellectual extravaganza or any physical subjugation. Human beings require proper training both physically and mentally, and this is what is called education. Properly training the physical existence and also the psychic world. Just to show their sincerity, or purpose just to show that they are developed human beings. Sometimes people speak of disarmament. They say there should be a check, a control over the manufacturing of weapons, of deadly weapons. They speak like this vocally. They express this idea vocally, but internally they remain ready for worse weapons or more deadly weapons, just to keep others under their servitude in the physical sphere. It is nothing but a very bad type of brutality. Once upon a time, a certain person, a leader, said, "Keep the prospects of peace, but keep your powder dry." This is what happens today. We may say this physical longings, rather this physical want, should be diverted towards psychic longings. But if it is diverted towards psychic longings by proper mundane education, that will not suffice. In that case, there remains the fear of psychic subjugation. So the remedy lies elsewhere. Yes, human beings should be guided by human feelings, human sentiments, human ideas. No doubt, it is good if human feelings serve as a moral check in the competition of weapons, but it is not the last word. But it is not the last word. Human feelings cannot check the internal fighting. The type of infighting prevent amongst human beings. For this purpose, we should have a twofold approach. For this purpose of training the turbulent mind, what is to be done? One is to get proper education. One is to be imparted with proper education, not general education. In the idea of new humanism, this will help human beings in training the mind, and at the same time, spiritual practice should go on for proper psychic remolding. This is what we require most. There is no alternative. For the purpose of training this turbulent mind, what should be done? We will have to educate the mind properly along the lines of new humanism. This new humanistic education will impart proper training to the mind, and at the same time there should be spiritual practice for proper psychic transformation. This is what we require most. There is no alternative. So we have just come to the end of today's session. We will carry forward our work. Till then, Namaskar.